he did a great game against Worthing Christian, 17 points. I think the last 3 or 4 games he was like 15 points, 13 rebounds. So the nice thing again, makes a junior. He's coming back next year. Okay, next is Seth Casto. That's Seth. Obviously, everybody knows Seth's story. Came last year from Plains. When we went down to Plains last year, it was kind of all over, and they were all over, and he struggled with it. And really, this year did a great job with it. I don't know how much you talked to those guys, but I know it was pretty sweet beating them by 18 here. And I believe our freshmen beat them by 20, our JVs beat them by 20, and we beat them by 18. So it's going to be nice. Madison Plains being in the league for the next 2 years, or for the next few years. We can play them twice. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know Seth had a great year. He probably didn't get the minutes he needed, or we could have given him. But over the course of the year, it all worked out. We had 7 or 8 guys scoring between 6 and 11 points. So when it came time for first team or second team, or even honorable mention, it was a tough fit because we didn't have guys scoring 20 points. Our leading scorer scored 11. Whereas if you look at the kid from Millersport, he scored 23 a game, and played 32 minutes of every game. Or the same with the kid from Bishop Catholic. Good players, but I'm not sure they'd fit in with us or where they would fit in with us. So that kind of hurt our group as well in terms of postseason stuff. But then again, Seth was an energy guy, like comparing to Cody Tokai from 2 years ago, a senior who accepted his role, excelled in his role, and got us to where we needed to be. And we were able to talk on the bench, hey, this is what you need to do when you get in there. And he just played balls out every time he got in. Thanks, man. Next senior is Skylar Regal. Skylar's another one of those that was in for about a 15-minute game. He played 15 minutes, he scored 15 points, he had like 13 rebounds. And that was kind of the story of our team throughout the course of the year. One guy would score 12 points, another guy would get 10 rebounds, another guy would get 15 rebounds, somebody would get 8 assists. So that was kind of the story of the year. So he had his moments, and again, the playing time with everybody we had playing and playing hard was tough to come by at times from some of these guys. He battled some sickness throughout the course of the year, and finally got through that, got healthy, and had a great tail end of the season. So Skylar and I have spent the last 8 months together. He plays tennis and hangs out with us in June. Had some problems at OU a couple years ago. So when we go down to OU this year, we're going to take some powder and get that taken care of. Thanks, Let's have you 3 come on over. Yeah, John's all fired up about tennis. We just can't practice. It's too cold. These 3 guys have played a ton of basketball. Lions played 79 games for us. Kyle and John have played 65 and 66 games for us. That's a lot of basketball. That doesn't count any of the summer stuff. Played about 30 games 2 summers ago, 20 games last summer. So we've spent also quite a bit of time together. Then this year I was able to coach Kyle in golf. And I remember the first practice, I walked down and Dave Duffy hung out the golf cart. So I walked the golf course with him. He goes, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm going to walk around with you guys. We're going to figure out what you need to do. We're going to talk about situations." So we got to talk an awful lot about basketball during our golf season, which was very fortunate for us, for him, and for our whole team. So we would kind of go through different things, different scenarios throughout the course of the year. If you look at these 3 different times, different leadership qualities. They were phenomenal. Ryan had a triple-double, and who doesn't know? Who didn't know what that was? Nick, and the rest of you, that means that had double figures in 3 categories, and one of them's not turnovers. So Ryan had 1 triple-double this year, and sacrificed a lot of scoring for that. I remember particularly the Northridge game. He was phenomenal. He was phenomenal for us for 4 years. He was second team All-League. John was second team All-League, and Nick was second team All-League. So that's pretty good stuff right there. Bro and Steph was also honorable mention All-League. And again, it was tough because there were guys scoring 20, 25, 15, 18 points. Our leading score was 11, 10, 6, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6. So it was tough if you look at just sheer stats and scoring, and that's what a lot of these things go about. Again, these guys played a lot of basketball for us. Over the last 3 years, they've won 48 games, 71% winning percentage. Big game environments, they've been there, they've done that. They've won 3 tournament games, lost 2 other tournament games to get us out of the tournament. 1 time this year by 1 point, 2 years against Fredericktown, we lost by 3. So in terms of tough defeats at the end of the year, we're right there. Just getting over that hump, we're getting very close. I have one of my, we always have those little guys running around. Todd and I talk about when they're in 6th or 5th grade, they're pretty good managers. I remember Trevor and J.D. Miller were managers in 5th grade when I first got here. They would do everything for me, didn't have to worry about anything. Then they got to 6th grade, for whatever reason, about halfway through the season, they kind of seemed to go to the other side because there are either girls down here or something's going on. So that happened with Trevor and JD, a little bit more with JD. Then the next year, I think we had Connor and BJ over on the bench, and they were in 6th grade, same kind of scenario. So they would kind of drift away after half the season. So this year, Sam and Joe Thompson, a few of those kids would be there, and some would drift away. Ethan Haney was on our side the whole time, doing everything that we asked of him. So he was like our main manager. So I'd ask Sam every night we get home, where were you, what were you doing? I stopped asking after a while. That's been kind of the deal for the last few years. Todd and I always kid about it. Well, they're halfway through the 6th grade. So next year, I think we're going to go a grade younger so we get a 3rd or 4th grader. The point I'm trying to make is one of our managers wrote a great little thing to me, and it was pretty good stuff. In the locker room, everyone was crying. Seth, Ryan, Skyler, Kyle, and John. Whenever we get these seniors, they're like brothers, and they've protected us no matter what happens. He said he loves these guys. They're like a family, ups and downs and all that stuff. And this is just the start and everything to look forward to. So I want to thank these guys. Thank you guys for everything. Thanks.
All right.
The cheer moms put together a little video. They decided it was time that the basketball team got a little bit of recognition in terms of, hey, something a little bit extra. And again, year after year, Roger can attest to this. Our members have grown large for this. This has become quite an event. Not a 3-hour event, quite an event. It's a pretty good gig. I appreciate everything everybody's done. We'll give us a whirl and see what goes on.